Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a reading on Mulatto today. It's actually Friday, so I'm pre-recording this a day ahead of time because I had no intention of doing a reading on her until much later. Someone commented that they wanted to have a video on her, and I don't know if the comment just disappeared on its own or they deleted it, but I was like, okay, I'll just note it. And all day today, I kept thinking about her. Like, it felt like one of her spirit guardians is tapping in, like they want this message to come across. And the message is pretty simple. It's, I love you, over and over. It's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And so, I'm guessing that it's a spirit guardian, but I almost want to say that if she's been thinking about someone that has passed away, because even with this card, because I wanted to see if that hello from heaven would jump out, and it didn't. But with this, I feel like if someone that she knows close to her, whether it's a family member, of a close friend that she feels is a family to her that passed away, and she's been thinking about them and how they're doing on the other side, then this is their message coming through to her that everything's okay. They really care about her, they love her, they support her, they're excited for her. And yeah, so these are just, I'm just trying to get an indication of who this person or this spirit might be. So we have father, imprisonment or slavery, and orphan. If that means anything to anyone who knows more about her. I'm being drawn to how authority figure, so maybe it's someone that's older than her. It could very well be a father figure to her or her father. But I am being drawn to this tunnel. It feels like it's far away. So there's some sort of distance between them, and you even see here with the hand being held. So I don't know her childhood, but maybe this has something to do with it, as to who exactly is coming through to tell her that they love her. So let's put this away and start a completely separate reading just on her, and see if I can pick up how she's feeling before I pick any cards, though. I just feel like she's standing her ground about something. She's just kind of she's discussing something that she wants to do, whether this is some sort of contract, whether it's, you know, just business moves, whatever it is, it's matter of fact, and she's the one who's, you know, being an alpha female and saying, like, okay, this is how I want it to be done. This is what I want, you know, written up. So she's just taking control of a situation and being factual and strategic in a way, but, you know, just being smart about something, being a businesswoman is what I'm picking up. I don't really feel like she's like happy or sad. It's more of just, you know, this is what we're gonna do and this is how I'm gonna do it. So, you know, let's get it done. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Chalices, the Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Judgment card, Eight of Swords, Two of Cups. She probably gets challenged a lot, honestly. like with the things that she wants to do, like even just business wise, like people probably trying to overstep her boundaries, and she has to really stand up for herself and just, you know, be smart about it. What I'm seeing already is that there are people that are interested in her, and she's just trying to keep it more on a business level and more of a friendship level. And there are people that are wanting to collaborate with her. A lot of people, actually. So I'll be honest, I have no idea who she is. I literally looked up her name to make sure if it was a male or female. Like, I did not know who Mulatto is. So I did see that she is an artist, and she did a song with I forgot now, maybe Lil Boozy, because that's the person that's the video that someone commented on. I could be wrong. But I do see some really famous people coming through. Even with this, like the 2 males, female, like a lot of people are looking at her, wanting to add her onto their music. There's one person in particular that I see that's coming across as if they are greedy, and so that might be the person that she's discussing her finances with, not directly with them, but through other people, because there's some sort of financial issue there where they want to take more money than she feels that they deserve to have. So they're basically just trying to like get one over on her, or, you know, just kind of, not get one over on her, but just kind of take advantage of her and downplay her successes as if they deserve more money than she does for however much, you know, she's getting paid to put her verses, or however that works. What I'm seeing, so I don't know how famous she is, but I do see a lot of people fighting for her attention, fighting for her to be in their songs. So let's just say that she's not that popular. Sorry if she is, but I do see that behind the scenes, a lot of people want, like, she's the next best thing for a lot of people. They want to have her in her music. So if this isn't something that's happening, you know, out in the open, or if this isn't even happening behind the scenes yet, this is something that's going to be happening. So we're definitely going to be hearing a lot more of her, probably more than we've even realized. Here's where it gets a little confusing, because what I'm seeing is, like, there's so many different energies. I don't know if she's in a relationship with someone, or if she's gay or bi or something, but I'm seeing like female energy and male energy, and there's issues about that, where it's like, you know, having relations with someone and then keeping it as like almost like a business deal, you know, where it's like it's not really emotional. It's like more on a friendship level, and more of just kind of like, oh, let's just keep it, you know, practical. Let's not really put a lot of work into it. Let's not put a lot of effort into it, whatever. And then he basically like wanted more from her than she wanted, and so that kind of caused a rift with that person. I'm saying he. I don't know if it's a male or female, or this is like multiple people that have similar circumstances with her, where they get upset because she's independent. She doesn't want to deal with the drama of other people. She's just using it as a means to an end, in a way. I'm kind of glossing over it, because what I am picking up here is that she does like to be a little more reserved with like what really goes on behind the scenes. I think it's more of just surface level as far as what she wants people to be aware of, but it goes deeper than that as far as the connections that she's made within the industry and other businesses that she's involved in. So there are like different perspectives that you can look at, but at the end of the day, she's been putting a lot of work into her craft and her bringing herself to another level, like to really secure her position financially, emotionally, all of that. Well, not emotionally. I don't know why I said emotionally. Not emotionally. it's more of just the financial and physically like being taken care of that she's been not worrying about, but she's just taken care of. People are watching this happen though. Whatever's been going on, this relations that she's been involved in, there are other people that are higher above her, with like a higher position, you know, a lot of money backing them, and they've been watching the situation. They've maybe been like conducting it. I don't know. Something's going on there, but I feel like I shouldn't really be like touching too much into it. The only reason I'm really bringing it up is because I do see that there is some sort of importance to it. There is some sort of significance to it that's going to, it's basically a warning to her. So if for some reason she's watching this video, or someone who can get in touch with her, this is a warning that in order for things to actually work out, like she's going to have a period of time where she's going to feel completely isolated. Maybe some information is going to come out. I don't know if this would be in the public or just within the circle of celebrities, you know, in these groups of people, that things are going to be found out about her that she does not want out in the open, and she's going to be basically marked and martyred. So to really pay attention to this, to really focus on what needs to be done to move away from this situation before it gets to that point, because I see that she does not want that to happen. Maybe it has something to do with the female, like, you know, when she makes the decision to be with a female, or something to do with a female. She would know better than I would, and this is again something that I don't really want to get into, but it is coming forward as a warning for her to pay attention to whatever that is. Just pay attention, because someone's going to you know, they're going to use it against you, essentially. Like, the next person that you get involved with is going to use your recent past, or soon to be future, if you decide to do it, against you. Who I really think that is, to give you a hint on who this or what this relation's about, is probably someone that's within your kind of close friend group, but not really, like someone you consider an acquaintance, not really your friend. Someone who's going to be kind of coming in, and they you can tell that they're someone who, they just act cool. They act like, you know, nothing bothers them. They act like, you know, they don't care what they have to do to get to where they need to be. That's kind of the personality of this person that you potentially could get involved with, that's going to cause, you know, eventually cause these issues. And it's like, behind it, gosh, it's just such scattered energy with you, because it's like there's a lot of people involved here. There's a lot of people. There's males, there's females, there's people above you, like people behind the scenes who have a lot of money. It's a lot of people, and they're all trying to just do different things, and it feels so scattered and almost unfocused. Like, it's not chaotic or anything, it's just unfocused. It's like no one really has a clear focus on where to go. The only person who seems clear, really, actually, is you. However, because of all of this unorganized emotions, feelings, it really is kind of taking your energy here and there, you know, taking pieces and pieces, and eventually it leaves little holes in you, right? It's like, just when people take a little bit of your energy, eventually it ends up being a bigger piece than, you know, you realize. So kind of just focus on the long run is advice here. Focus on what it is that you want. There's also this need to focus on your femininity. So what that would mean to me is receiving, you know, every sort of feminine aspect, the softness, of your personality, the kindness of your personality, being more available for people or vulnerable also. Like, don't act like things aren't bothering you. Well, be choosy with who to open up to and when to open up to people, when to show the public a more vulnerable side to you. Be more open to that kind of sensual side of yourself, because that's really going to pay off for you in the long run, and that'll kind of help refocus your energy and also be able to see where other people's energy is leaking into your life, and just focus on the long term as well. I see something else paying off for you also, where maybe you're going to be invited to a big event, or it would be something like the Oscars or something like that. Like, I don't know what big events people go to nowadays, especially with what's going on, but you're going to be invited or be in a circle of people who are going to be looking at you to showcase yourself. This can even be as like the main person or just being a part of a big event. And there's an indication here that you should go for it. I see you preparing for that, and you're putting in a lot of work to nourish that event, and nourish yourself in order to get ready for it. So that's a really good indication here that you're going to be even more successful. It's going to make you really happy. Something else that I see, this is really important for you to know, that's going to happen to you and is currently happening to you. So what I was picking up at the beginning, like I said, is that you're discussing some sort of finances, right? Okay, so whatever that is that you were thinking of that I picked up on is going to pay off for you, okay? So what's going to happen is either you've already put in a lot of work into something, or you're discussing where your finances are going with someone, or maybe someone, again, with the person who was trying to take advantage of you, maybe they already did. And you're trying to do some sort of legal battle or something like that. Let's just, whatever the situation is, or if there's multiple things going on, what I want you to know is that the people, your legal team behind you, they're going to fight for you. They're going to make sure that you're taken care of. They're going to make sure that you are not left vulnerable and out in the cold, and that, you can trust them is what I'm getting at. You can trust them, because all this work that you've been putting in, all of this, the work that they've been putting in for you, is going to pay off for you. And what's actually going to happen is it's going to allow you the liberty to take some time, not off necessarily, but mentally off. And maybe you are going on vacation. I don't know. I kind of see that, but it would be like a short vacations, or you're traveling for work. But I do sense that there is some sort of preparation for travel. Basically, what I'm getting at is it's going to freaking pay off. So that's amazing. And what's going to actually happen is it's going to reinvigorate you because of that mental vacation that you're going to have. It's going to give you this break to really reunite yourself with your passions and reignite your passions. So eventually what's going to happen is it's going to give you this like soul searching journey where you're reawakened to everything that you've wanted, right? It's just going to light a fire underneath you, and then you're just going to like go off, like completely go off and just be everywhere, working with everyone. And you're going to be in the mix of things, mix with a lot of people. I actually see you changing course a little bit too. I don't think it could be like acting or something like that, but what I'm getting is like just the style or the lyrics. I think it's more of just like the lyrics, or it's like this style that I'm getting. It's really unique. Like, how people like, I don't know any new artists, but I could compare it to like Missy Elliott, like people who have like really distinct styles, right? Like if you hear one of their versus you hear their voice, then you know exactly who they are and what they're about, and it's just it's amazing, you know, just how well they can execute something. That's what I'm getting here. Like, she's legendary. Like, she has the potential, if she's not already, sorry if she already is, but she has the potential to be legendary. And I would even put her, like, again, like people like Missy Elliott or Wu-Tang Clan, where it's just like, it's so identifiable and fiery. And again, I'm saying that you have to embrace that femininity, because there's men that are going to be like, whoa, like, what is going on? And, you know, a lot of people, I think she has this ability to make people feel too comfortable, you know, like really, really comfortable with her, where they say things that should be inappropriate, or they like just cross the line a lot, and she's like, okay, come on, like, reel it in, guys. Like, I am easy to talk to. I am really comfortable, you know, hearing these things, but like, let's relax a bit. You know, I'm still a woman. I'm like, respect me and treat me with that sense of dignity, rather than treating me like one of the bros, right? So, and it's not like they don't see her as appealing or anything. It's just that they get so comfortable so fast with her. And so what I'm seeing is that she's gonna really have to, like, she doesn't have to, but I see her actually, like, ego soothing guys, and like guys who are just like fighting over her and wanting her attention and wanting her to be on their music. And just, I don't know, it's a strange thing that I'm seeing, where it's kind of like, calm down, calm down, calm down. That's what I'm getting. So I think we're good here. I'm going to jump into this really quick and just see if there's any more messages for her. So we have clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So that's self-explanatory, I think. I see her following her true north, though, and her feeling as if she's following her true north, and, like, you know, kind of like the guiding star, as you can see here at the top of the cards. Just being ahead of, she's just being ahead of the crowd, like, like a trendsetter. She's a trendsetter. So again, it's whatever she's gonna be changing up, like, she's gonna be she's refining herself. And again, that person who's coming through that loves her so much, or that entity, that spirit guardian, is really immensely proud of her. So then we have breathe. Take several deep breaths. Exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. What I see with the old patterns is, again, what's happening here, where you're reawakening yourself, you're reinvigorating yourself, and it's all mental. Like, this soul searching, this soul journey that you're going on, it's a mental journey with yourself, where maybe you didn't feel like you were there yet. Like, you kind of had this lack mentality, which to me, I call it like the hustler mentality, where, you know, when you have to hustle for things, it's because you didn't have it, or you don't have it, so you're working your way to it, when in reality you've always had it, right? You've always had it. And so I see her shifting that reality from realizing, excuse me, my camera cut off, but it's realizing, I'm not a hustler, I'm not having to hustle for anything, I've got it, I was born with it, and no one's going to take that away from me. It's only now that you guys are being able to appreciate what it is that I have to offer. So that's really what I'm getting here, is just a realization of how special she is, how talented she is, and being able to draw the line with people, where people might be trying to undervalue her, which I don't think, like, I see like a couple people that are within the business that do actually look down on her, and she's fully aware of this. This is not new information for her. They genuinely do look down on her, but in actuality, I think she's very aware, even with a clairaudience, is a recognition that she knows inside, like she can identify when somebody is actually, you know, undervaluing her, and when someone's actually jealous of her and feels threatened by her. And I think that happens a lot around her because, again, she's following her passion. She's taking the smart route too, because she's making sure that every step of the way that she's secure. So even with the passion card, it says trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. I'm focused more on the career aspect of things. Yeah, I do see that there are people that she's, you know, involved with that are interested in her. I don't think she has any problem in the love department whatsoever. In fact, I think the biggest problem she would have is that there's too many people that are interested in her to where it gets kind of overwhelming for her, kind of annoying to her, because then they're looking at her more of a love interest than it is taken as a serious artist. I do see that there's sometimes a chip on her shoulder because of the fact that there are so many people around her who are not authentic people. They might be jealous people, they might be conniving people. Again, she's doing the smart thing of protecting herself legally to make sure that she takes every proper process to get to the next step. But I do see, again, that little chip, which I think that might be there for a while, but it's just a means to protect herself. But I think just being able to pick up on that is to let her be aware of when, just at least have that self-awareness and acknowledgement, or me verifying with you that that is something that comes up. So, you know, it's okay to be like that. It's understandable why you're that way. However, maybe let some people in, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to give any advice on that because I don't actually see the exact advice for that, other than it's coming up, and then how I mentioned that there is a recommendation to embrace femininity, which is not having, it's basically healing that part of yourself where you do feel like you have to have a chip on your shoulder. But I do see, that's usually for everyone. It's a defense mechanism, right? You learn to be that way for a reason. And then we have clear your space, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. And I am seeing, again, this is just the scattered energy that I'm getting. It's the scattered energy around you of all the people that are chipping away parts of you and distracting you. And this is that mental clarity that you need. So whether you need to actually clear the space around you, do things with intention. So make sure that you're eating with intention to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're, you know, just doing basic beauty routine with the intention of, you know, clearing your mind and relaxing, and on and on and on. Do things with intention. That way, this process of you refueling your passion, I guess it doesn't need refueling, but it's gonna be a burst of flames. Like, you're gonna be just, it's gonna be intense, you know, like you're gonna be unstoppable. But the whole point is, but what that's going to do is it's going to help clear your mind. It's going to give you some mental clarity for you, and it's going to speed up this process of being in a position where you feel you're less confused, less distracted by the things that are, it's slowing you down, honestly, is what it is. It's not like you're still trudging forward, but it would be like if you're running through mud, right? So now if you're able to clear your space, get rid of the people, or even just like cutting off time that you're spending talking to people that aren't benefiting you in any kind of way, or if you're like scrolling on social media or talking on social media or something, just check with yourself when you're doing it. And even if you cut 5 minutes off of each thing that you're doing, or if you want to still talk to your friends about certain things, cut that conversation down each time by like 5 minutes, or give them like a 15-minute window to talk to you, and then be on with yourself, you know, and be on with your day, doing something that's more constructive for you. So that's what I'm picking up. I just want to bring back this before I leave, because this is really important. Whoever is coming through, you would know better than I would, or maybe somebody who's watching would know. I might actually look it up to see if there's any indication of who this person might be. If it's not someone that she would know specifically right now, then this would be either a spirit guardian or someone from a past life. You know, like it would be like an ancestor. But yeah, so we have father, orphan, imprisonment or slavery, authority figure, and all is well. And it's the color purple, if it means anything to you guys. And this is Archangel Jeremiah, if I pronounce that properly. And the message too is everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, with hidden blessings you will soon understand. So that is my reading, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.